Hello guys, welcome again to our YouTube channel. My name is Daniel and today we'll be discussing about some of the things you need to understand or know before you decide to move to the United States or relocate to the United States as a migrant. So welcome, sit back and watch with me up to the end of this video. So if you're planning to move here as a migrant, you need to understand that drugs and alcoholism here in the United States is so rampant. The misuse of these drugs like marijuana, weed, it is all over. It is legalized in most of the states in the United States. So we have those states like Colorado where the use of weed marijuana is legalized. Anyone is allowed to use this. It is sold in the stores or some shops that sell them. You can go and smoke it in the streets or outside your compound. It is allowed. Like alcohol in the United States is so cheap and readily available. You can walk to a store or a liquor store and get alcohol as low as $1. And this is quality alcohol that will make you drunk. Like compared to these other countries where you come from, that alcohol is very expensive and it's not readily available. Here, alcohol is available and is so cheap. For those ones who come here and they don't take care of themselves, they may end up indulging into alcohol consumption and use of drugs like the weed that I've talked about. So guys, when you come here as a family or as an individual, make sure that you understand this. And if you are found consuming alcohol and driving at the same time, you'll be given a ticket, and the fine when you are found drunk and driving is so high. Your driving license may be taken away from you and you may not be allowed to drive anytime soon. And if you persist, they normally give you some warnings. And if they exceed the number they normally provide, they will attach something to your leg, saying that you are not allowed to move from the house. So the moment you move to from your house to another joint or alcohol store, it gives a signal to the government and they will follow you. So guys, alcohol is a problem here. Drug use is a problem here. Problem number two, or the thing number two you need to understand is misuse and overdependence of prescribed drugs. Drugs like painkillers, which are prescribed by doctors, some of them are sold over the counter, and many of the patients tend to misuse these drugs, like narcotics, Lezabam, which is normally given to those people who experience high level of pain, is highly misused by many of the patients. They depend on this until they cannot do away with them. So misuse of drugs which are prescribed by the doctor is so common here in the United States. The other thing is divorce and separation. Divorce and separation here is so common. There is no family morals here. There are not second chances. Families never give second chances. If you differ or it reaches a point of separation or divorce, no one will have a reverse gear. If it says no, it's no. A yes is yes. Unlike where we come from, we tend to have second thought about separation and divorce. There are so many single mothers here in the United States. We have so many people who are claiming child support from the husbands. So it is a problem which normally also faces our immigrants when we come to the United States. If you are not going to be keen here because of power and equality given to each gender. Not like in Africa or where you come from, where you say that the female or the woman should be under the husband. Here, everyone is equal. We talk as equals, and no wife battering here in the United States. The moment you do that, it will lead to so many other problems. The wife will call the police on you, and you'll be in for the same. So there's a lot of problem of divorce and separation in the United States. We have people from our country who have separated, who have divorced, and they have moved on. So separation is something which is common and is not something so big here. If someone says that I'm going to give you a divorce and that is it, that person means what he says or she says. Another thing is about health insurance. Healthcare and insurance in the United States is very, very expensive. The premiums that we pay per month for healthcare are so high. The minimum you can pay is $200 a month as premium for your health. If you have a problem with your dental, eye care, it's also very expensive. Your insurance can co-pay a certain amount and you also pay a given amount of money. For example, last time I had someone with a problem with one of his tooth and it was to be extracted. The insurance agreed to pay $150 and this other person, he ended up paying $150 the same. So in that case, it was 50-50 co-payment from the insurance and the person who needed the treatment. So tooth extraction cost this person $300. $300 when you convert to where you come from is a lot of money. More especially those who come from Kenya. $300 is equivalent to how much? It's like 50,000 Kenya shillings. Just an extraction of a tooth. While in Kenya, extraction of a tooth will cost you just like 1,000 Kenya shillings. So that's how expensive health insurance is in the United States. The other thing you need to understand about is schools. Schools here in the United States are free from primary to high school. Elementary school, junior secondary school, and high schools. That is from grade 1 to grade 12. Schools are free. Kids are provided for free meals, breakfast and lunch, and sometimes others are given family tokens so that they can go off what you call as food stamps. They can go over the weekend and get foodstuffs from a given store for free when they present a given document. So guys, schools are free, medication is free for the kids, they have health insurance paid for by the government, but when they graduate from high school and they join university or colleges and universities here are very expensive. But the good thing, the government also provides loans for furthering your studies in colleges and universities. The problem with the loans here is you start paying immediately you finish your college or your university. They don't give you any grace period, so they always encourage you to start paying small amount each and every time after you have finished your colleges, and you may end up paying this loan throughout your entire life as you live. So that's why most of them, they don't take loans for higher studies or college studies. The other thing you need to understand about the United States before you come is guns. Guns are readily available. You can buy these guns from stores as long as you are 18 and above years. Guns you can buy at 18 years, but alcohol consumption, they had put it at a higher level, 21 years for you to purchase alcohol. And for you to purchase alcohol, I forgot to tell you about this, you must provide your ID to show that you are above 21 years. But for the guns, they are readily available. You can buy at any given time and you can walk with your gun. No one will ask you so long as you are licensed to have a gun. So that's why we have got common and frequent shootings in the United States. Once someone has been provoked, she or he goes for the gun, or she has the gun with her, and then she will start shooting. And they're so common in overcrowded areas, more especially in the shopping malls. That's where we have shootings. So shooting and gun possession is a problem that is in the United States. So you get to understand about it and know how to go about this issue. The other thing is people have rights, and people's rights must be respected. You cannot come to my personal space. You have to request for one or two things before you do or before you take something from someone. So people's rights and personal space is highly valued and respected in the United States. No one will come and harass you because you are of this race, or because you are elder, or because you are young. That person must excuse himself or herself before taking or doing something on your behalf. So here, everyone has a right to identify to any sex or a gender she or may like. People who are born as male, they may decide in their lifetime as they grow that they want to identify themselves as she, and yet he was born as a he, and he has that right to do it. Or someone who is male can also have a right to identify himself as they or them, and you must always refer them the way they want. And in any other institution, everyone is asked on how she or he likes to be identified. Either she, either he, or them, or they. So it will depend on the sexual orientation of this person, and you have to respect that opinion and that right of that person. The other thing is about bribes. Bribes in the United States are not common. They are not there. The moment you break a law, you know that you have to face the consequences. The charges are there. You will not bribe someone to get out of that thing or that mistake you have done. If you have broken traffic law, you know that you cannot bribe the police officers. You just keep quiet, get the instructions, and then you proceed to either court or as they demand from you. So no bribes that are here in the United States. Lastly, the other thing that is you're supposed to understand is most of the government services in the United States, they are online. And government service, most of it, you do it online. You apply most of the things online. You apply driving license online. You renew your insurance online. You do purchases online. All other things that you need is done online. It's only a few services that you can go in person, like for medication. You can also order them online, but for you to see a doctor is either online or you can go in person. So that's what I wanted you to know before you come to the United States, that most of the things that we have discussed, they do not get you by surprise when you come here. Understand them, learn more, do more research about the United States before you come. Many people come thinking that they will have everything. They have been reading or they have been hearing on radio and television about the United States. They get shocks, they get surprised, and others get depressed. Here, you have to follow the law. You have to do the right thing at the right time. You may see that there's no one who is seeing you, but we have someone somewhere watching you without you knowing. The moment you break the law, that's the time you get someone coming to you telling you that you have done this and that. So it's better mind your business, and always have that sixth sense that someone somewhere is following me, or someone somewhere is watching me. Let me do the right thing at the right time and in the right place. So thank you guys for watching. Keep on watching our videos. Share our videos to your friends. Encourage others to come on board. Also, for those ones who are watching us for the first time, or the returning subscribers, please, thank you. Keep on doing the same. Subscribe for those who have not subscribed, and let's encourage one another in this process. Thank you so much, and may God bless you all.